Right, welcome back to the channel. Third and final part of our MG3 timing chain. I do actually have a kit this time. So I'll do what I was going to do like in the last video and show you the difference between the tensioners so you know whether you've had a modified chain kit fitted or not. Although it didn't ring true on that one, did it? Because someone had put the old tensioner back in. But here we go, I'll spin you around and I'll show you. Okay, so that one there is the unmodified tensioner. And this one here is the modified one. And as you can see, the head of the bolt is different. So basically I just got to undo some stuff that I did in the last video because obviously I had to put the engine mounts on it to get the engine in. Right, take this mount off here now. Right, so there's all our parts. Oil pump chain, oil pump gear, crankshaft gear, timing chain, tensioner, new bolts, new cam sprockets, guide, new cover, rocker cover gasket and some sealant. Now, first thing we need to put on is these. Now, these are different. You can see one is taller than the other. The smaller one is for your main timing chain. The bigger one is for the oil pump chain. So we need to put that one on first with the writing facing outwards. Right, there you go. You couldn't really see because my arm was in the way, but there we go. That's that one on. The next thing we need to do is drop the chain in. So grab the chain and drop it through. Like so, and now we need to get the guides in. Right, yeah, try putting down there. So the chain is on, got that guide in there, that's it, right, and now get the bolt in there, the chain should stay put now. Remind me to tighten up the bottom guide bolt on the tensioner side, because I haven't done that yet. Right, and then the other bolt I'll have to do from underneath because I can't get the ratchet in there. So what we can do now is put the top sprockets on. Do not forget that. It goes in there. That is what directs the oil into the VVT pulley. If you leave that out, the oil will just leak out the side and not go into the VVT pulley, and the car will run like shit and lose power, and then you'll be chasing your tail forever and a day trying to work out what's wrong, because that will be the last place you look for a problem. That's it. Right, put the top guide on now. You need to put that on before you put the tensioner in. Right, what do I do with the bolts? That's it, that's on now. Right, so throughout all this process of putting all this on, you just got to make sure that the chain stays on the bottom pulley, which obviously on here it has done. I've just got to tighten up that bolt there from underneath now, and that one there. And then I will put the oil pump drive on. Once that's all on, you put the tensioner in and then torque all this stuff up. Right, back upstairs then. And that's that one. Again, same thing with the crankshaft gear for the oil pump. Needs to be fitted with the righting facing out. Like so. Got the chain on. And down. Right, let me go find the bolt for that. Right, torque setting for the oil pump bolt is 22 to 28 newton meters. Let's try it with these. Okay, now that's all tight down there, we can now fit the modified tensioner. Right, I'll just tighten that up. Right, torque setting for that is 25 newton meters and then 45 degrees. And you must hold the camshaft. Don't rely on the tool to hold the cam or you'll bend the pins. And you tighten the exhaust one first, then the inlet one. So that's 25 newton meters. About 45. Right, And now tighten the inlet one. And the torque setting for that one is 70 to 80 newton meters. And it's a two-man job because it's used. If it was one of them sockets, it'd make life easier because the socket's not going to slip off. But because it's a female Torx bolt, it's harder to do on your own. So I need to get someone to hold the cam while I tighten that.
On there?
Yeah, it's on the front there.
Which one?
Inlet.
There you go.
I've got the wrong bloody socket on there. What a knob.
Quite loose on there.
It's 21 as well, kind of 21. If you used one of them bolts in there, it made my life a lot bloody easier, wouldn't it? Right, ready? Yeah. 80 newton meters. Just give it a quick another one. That's him. Thanks, Neil.
Done the front one?
I've done the front one, yeah. The silver shorter bolt goes in the middle at the top. New crankshaft pulley bolt. Right, the tightening torque for the crank pulley bolt is 60 newton meters plus 120 degrees. So there you go, there's the 120 degree angle. I couldn't film it because I had to get someone holding the pulley whilst I was even on the bar and the camera was in the way, so I couldn't film that. Right, we'll put the tensioner on the water pump pulley and then we can put the fan belt on it now, I think, while we're under it. Okay, there we go, the belt is on. Stick the light on so you can see. Trick where the water pump pulley is, put the bolts in and just nip them up with your fingers. Put the belt on and then tighten the bolts with the belt on and it won't turn. Then obviously the timing pins are still in so it can't turn, and they're only like 10 newton meters anyway, so it's not going to do any damage to the timing pin. Right, apart from changing the oil filter, and come down now, put the top cover on and the engine mount. Right, so before I check the timing, before I put the top cover on, I need to check to make sure the valve timing is alright, which I'm pretty confident it's going to be, but you have to check. So we'll take the timing pin out of the crank now. Probably out enough. We'll take this off of here. Okay, I've got a battery under the left hand front wheel, got the car in 5th gear, So if I turn the right hand front wheel, you should better turn the engine and make sure nothing touches. Well, I think it'll be fine. Okay, that's 2 rotations of the crank. Need to get the timing pin back in. Just on there. There in. And the timing pin has just dropped in, so that's it, we're all timed up. Right, sealant on the top cover. Long bolts going there, let me find them. Oh. Right, we'll stick a new set of spark plugs in it. So if you ever do it, put the spark plugs in first before you put the rocker cover on, because if you drop a bolt down the spark plug hole, it's going to go straight inside the engine and you'll kick yourself. Right, rocker cover next. Right, new gasket on the rocker cover. Lovely. There was still a bit of nasty old oil in there, so we'll just let that drain out then. Change the oil filter. I've got to fill up the gearbox as well. Right, it's just the air intake pipe, air box, and we're ready to go. Right, place your bets. Battery's flat. Oh, piss off. Stay. Right, try again. Right, that's me done. Thank you for joining me on this journey. It's been a pleasure to have you along. She runs like brand new. I just run it up to temperature now, check for leaks and all the usual stuff, and then give them a blast up the road, make sure everything's fine. So that's it from me for this one. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. All the best.